Banking Innovation, second sem BCom, previous year question paper, September-October 2022. ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಎ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಟೋಟಲ್ 8 ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಾವೇನೇ 6ನ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಎಲ್ಲ 2 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್, ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವುಮೆನ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್? ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಪ್ರೈಮ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಮನಮೋಹನ್ ಸಿಂಗ್ inaugurated Women Bank on 19th November 2013 on the occasion of 96th birth anniversary of Indian Prime Minister Indira Gandhi. ಸಪೋಸ್ ಇದನ್ನೇ 4 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಬರೀಬೋದು. ಏನಂತಂದರೆ, ವುಮೆನ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗೋಕ್ಕೆ ಮುಂಚೆ 26% ಮಾತ್ರ ವುಮೆನ್ಸ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ನ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ವುಮೆನ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಅದು 60%ಗೆ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಮತ್ತು ಮೇನ್ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಆಫ್ ವುಮೆನ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಬಂದುಬಿಟ್ಟು ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಎಂಕರೇಜ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, ವುಮೆನ್ಸ್ನ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಇಂಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟಾಗಿ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಸೊ 4 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಬರೀಬೋದು. ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಯಾಂಡ್ UPI ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ IMPS. UPI ಯೂನಿಫೈಡ್ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಇಂಟರ್ಫೇಸ್, IMPS ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್. ಯಾವುದೋ 2 ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. Who is customer? A customer is a person who has an account with the bank or has a relationship with the banker even though he has no account with the bank. ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್, ದಿ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಹೂ ಈಸ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ವಿತ್ ದಿ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಐದರ್ ಡೆಪಾಸಿಟಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್ ಮನಿ ಆರ್ ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಲೋನ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್. ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಎಂಡೋರ್ಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ an assurance of bank that it will honor a cheque or even another negotiable instrument for ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಲೈಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡಿಂಗ್ ಎ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕರ್ಸ್ ಅಪ್ರೂವಲ್. ಅಂದರೆ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಎಂಡೋರ್ಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಸೈನಿಂಗ್ ಬಿಹೈಂಡ್ ದ ಚೆಕ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಎಂಡೋರ್ಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಎನಿ 2 ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್. ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ 7 ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್, ಕೋಆಪರೇಟಿವ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್, ಲೋಕಲ್ ಏರಿಯಾ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್, ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಫೈನಾನ್ಸ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್, ಕಮರ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್, ಗೌರ್ನಮೆಂಟ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್, ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಓವರ್ ಡ್ರಾಫ್ಟ್? ಓವರ್ ಡ್ರಾಫ್ಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ A depositor in a current account is allowed to draw over and above his account up to a previously agreed limited. ಅಂದರೆ ಓವರ್ ಡ್ರಾಫ್ಟ್ ಫೆಸಿಲಿಟಿ ನಮಗೆ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಹೋಲ್ಡರ್ಸ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಈ ಫೆಸಿಲಿಟಿಯಿಂದ ಬೆನಿಫಿಟ್ ಏನು ಅಂದರೆ, ಅಕೌಂಟಲ್ಲಿ ಸಪೋಸ್ 60,000 ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ಕೋ, ನಮಗೆ 70,000 ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಈ ಫೆಸಿಲಿಟಿ ಇರೋರು 70,000 ಅಕೌಂಟಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೂ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ವಿತ್ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಬೋದು. ಮತ್ತು ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ಪೇ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ವಿತ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಪೇ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದೇ ಓವರ್ ಡ್ರಾಫ್ಟ್ ಫೆಸಿಲಿಟಿ. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಡಿಜಿಟಲ್ ಕರೆನ್ಸಿ? Cryptocurrencies are digital currency that use cryptographic to secure and verify transaction in a network. This type of digital currency that allows people to make payments directly to each other through a online system ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ನ ಡಿಜಿಟಲ್ ಕರೆನ್ಸಿ ಅಂತಾರೆ. ಗಿವ್ ದಿ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಪೇಯಿಂಗ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕರ್. The banker who is liable to pay the value of cheque or a customer as per the contract when the amount is due from him to the customer is called paying banker. Paying banker is a person who pays the cheque either to his customer or on the instruction of his customer. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಬಿ. ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಬಿ ಅಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ 4 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಟೋಟಲ್ 5 ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ನಾವು 3 ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ನ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್, ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಎನಿ 4 ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ RBI. RBI ಅಂದರೆ ರಿಸರ್ವ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ. ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಕರೆನ್ಸಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಕರೆನ್ಸಿನ ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಪ್ರಿಂಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಸರ್ಕ್ಯುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಎಲ್ಲ RBI ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲಲ್ಲೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ದಿ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಇಶ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆರ್ ಡೆಸ್ಟ್ರಾಯ್ಸ್ ಕರೆನ್ಸಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕಾಯಿನ್ಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಫಿಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ಸ್. ದಿ ಅಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಆರ್ ಗಿವಿಂಗ್ ದಿ ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಅಡಿಕ್ವೇಟ್ ಸಪ್ಲೈ ಆಫ್ ಕರೆನ್ಸಿ ಆಫ್ ಗುಡ್ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಟು ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಲೋನ್ಸ್ ಟು ಕಮರ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಟು ಮೈಂಟೈನ್ ಆರ್ ಇಂಪ್ರೂವ್ ದಿ GDP. ಮಾನಿಟರಿ ಅಥಾರಿಟಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಎಲ್ಲ RBI ಇರುತ್ತೆ. The Reserve Bank of India is main monetary authority of country. The object of maintaining price stability and ensure adequate flow of credit to productive sectors. Manager of exchange control. The central bank manager to reach the goals of the Foreign Exchange Management Act 1999. Objective to facilitate external trade and payment and promote orderly development and maintenance of foreign exchange market in India. Development role. The central has to perform a wide range of promotional functions to support national objectives and industries. Next question, narrate any 4 significant reasons for dishonor of checks. ಚೆಕ್ಸು ಯಾವ ರೀಸನಿಂದ ಡಿಸಾನರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಡೇಟ್ ಆನ್ ದಿ ಚೆಕ್. ಡೇಟು ತುಂಬ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಚೆಕ್ ಮೇಲೆ. Date is an essential feature in check. Any fault with it can result in dishonored or disapproved checks. Ensure that your check is thoroughly before depositing or offering a check. Next, to damage check. The bank will not accept any check in damage or poor condition. Banks also reject checks if details are unclear, or hence keep the check in the readable condition before processing it forward. Mismatched signature. ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಯಾವ ಸಿಗ್ನೇಚರ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತೀವೋ ಅದನ್ನೇ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಚೆಕ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಅಮಾಂಗ್ ದಿ few payments method that still rely on signature. Signature is in fact a key component of a check. If the payer's signature does not match the recorded signature with the bank will reject the check. Insufficient funds. ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಅಕೌಂಟಲ್ಲಿ ಸಫಿಷಿಯೆಂಟ್ ಫಂಡ್ ಇರಲ್ಲ, ಆದರೆ ಚೆಕ್ಕಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ಗಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಬರೆದ್ರೆ ಚೆಕ್ಕು ಡಿಸಾನರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Lack of cash in account is one of the most common reasons for dishonored checks. The bank cannot execute the transaction if you do not have the required funds in your account. Briefly explain the features of negotiable instrument. First one, ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ. ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಇದೊಂದು ಅಸೆಟ್ ಥರ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ನೆಗೋಷಿಯಬಲ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೂಮೆಂಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ಲೈಕ್ ಅದರ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಯಬಲ್ assets. The person from whom the instrument is drawn is holders and owners of the property. Rights. The holder's due course is not affected by the certain defenses which might be available against the previous holders, for example fraud to which he is not a party. Payment. A negotiable instrument may be made payable to two or more payee, or it may be payable in alternative to one or two payees. Consideration. Consideration is the accept of legal value in connection with the contract's consideration. In the case of negotiable instrument is assured. Payable to order. All the negotiable instruments are payable to order which is expressed to a particular person. Next, write a note on consumer durable loans, currency exchange. Consumer durable loans. Consumer durable loans that are available to finance the purchase of consumers durables such as electronic gadgets and household appliances. Depending on the lender, they can be used to buy anything from mobile to television sets. Loan accounts range from rupees 5,000 to 5 lakh. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜ್ ಕರೆನ್ಸಿ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಕರೆನ್ಸಿಗೂ ಫಾರಿನ್ ಕರೆನ್ಸಿಗೂ ತುಂಬ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ಇವಾಗ ನಾವೆಲ್ಗಾದರೂ ಫಾರಿನ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು, ಏನಾದ್ರು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಕರೆನ್ಸಿನ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡೇ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು ಅವ್ರ ಕರೆನ್ಸಿಗೆ. ಇದು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಏರ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೆಯುತ್ತೆ. ಎ ಕರೆನ್ಸಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜ್ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಲೈಸೆನ್ಸ್ಡ್ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ದಟ್ ಅಲೋಸ್ ಕಸ್ಟಮರ್ಸ್ ಟು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜ್ ಒನ್ ಕರೆನ್ಸಿ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಅನದರ್. ಕರೆನ್ಸಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಫಿಸಿಕಲ್ ಮನಿ, ಕಾಯಿನ್ಸ್, paper bills is usually done over the counter at a letter station, which can be found in various places such as airports, banks, hotels and restaurants, resorts. Section B ಅಲ್ಲಿ last question. State the procedures involved in opening bank account. ಸೊ ಇದು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಓನಾಗಿ ಬರೀಬೋದು, ಈಸಿ ಕ್ವಶನ್. Pay a visit to a branch that is most convenient for you. Next step, request an account opening form from the bank executive. Applicants must complete both parts of the account opening form. Form 1, name, address, signature and other information assets. Form 2, if the customer does not have PAN card, they must fill out this section. Make sure that all the fields have been filled out correctly. This information provided in the application form should match the information provided in the KYC documents. The consumer will now be required to make an initial deposit under the bank policies. The account holder will receive a complimentary passbook and checkbook once the bank has completed the verification process. Customer can also submit the internal banking form at the same time. Next section C. ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಸಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ನಮಗೆ 5 ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ನಾವು 3 ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ಸ್ನ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಎಲ್ಲ 12 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ಸು. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್, ಡಿಫೈನ್ ದಿ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಕಮರ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್. Commercial bank is a financial institution that accepts deposit from actual account holder and lends money who wants to implement for the productive purpose. Example, State Bank of India, ICICI, IDBI, Bank of India, etc. Functions of commercial bank. First one, primary functions. Other subpoint, acceptance of deposit, current deposit, saving deposit, fixed deposit, recurrent deposit. Second point, advancing loans. Other subpoints, overdraft facility, cash credit, discounting bills of exchange, money at call, term loans, consumer credit, miscellaneous advances. Third one, creation of credit, promote the use of checks, financing internal and foreign trade, remittance of funds. Second point, secondary functions, agency services, collection and payment of credit instrument, purchase and sale of exchange, collection of dividends on shares, act as correspondent, income tax consistency, execution of standing orders, act as trustee and executors. General utility services, safe deposit vault, issuing letter of credit, bank draft, ATM, debit card, telebanking, internet banking, collection of checks, bills and promissory notes. Next second question, explain the relationship between banker and customer relationship. Banker and customer relationship. First one, debtors and creditors, trustee and beneficiary, pledger and pledgee, advisor and client, banker as an agent, licensor and licensee, bailer and bailee. Third question, describe the principles of bank lending. Principles of bank lending. First point, principle of safety. Safety is the most important principle of good lending. When banker lends, he must feel certain that the advances is safe and money will be definitely come back. Next point, principle of liquidity. The borrowers must be in position to repay within a reasonable time after a demand for repayment is made. This can be possible only if money is employed by the borrower for short-term requirements and not locked up in acquiring fixed assets in schemes which take a long time to pay their way. Principle of purpose. The purpose should be productive so that the money not only remains safe but also provide a definite source of repayment. Principle of profitability is a financial benefit that is realized when the amount of revenue gained from a business activity exceeds the expenses, costs and taxes needed to sustain the activity. Principle of security. It has been practiced of banks not to lend as far as possible except against security by the bank carefully examines all the different aspects of advances before granting, etc. Principle of spread. The principle of good lending is the diversification of advances. An element of risk is always present in every advances. However secure it might be appear to fill in fact the entire banking businesses is one of the banking calculated risks. Principle of national interest, sustainability, etc. Even when an advance satisfies all good principles, it might still not be sustainable. The advances may run counter to national interest. Principle of ideal advances. One which is granted to receivable customer for an approved purpose in which the customer was adequate, experience, safe in the knowledge that the money will be used to advantage and repayment will be made within reasonable period. Next one, what is banking technology, and explain any 5 types of banking innovations. Banking technologies refers to the use of sophisticated information and communication technologies with computer science to enable banks to offer better services to its customers in a secure, reliable, and affordable manner and sustain competitive advantages over other bankers. Types of technologies in banking innovation ಅಂದರು ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ ಅಂದರು ಅದು ಸೇಮೇ. Open banking services. Banks enabled their financial solutions into third-party software and create a single interface for customers to access the services of their bank. Blockchain technology in banking. Blockchain technology is an open distributed ledger that records transactions between two parties. Biometric in banking. Biometric payments are shaping the way consumers make payments through their mobile devices. Payments are made within seconds of scanning their fingers or facial recognition technology. Cloud banking. Most banks have started to move towards cloud-based banking. The cloud allows banks to synchronize the enterprise, break down operational and data across customer support, finance, risk, and more. Fifth one, artificial intelligence and machine learning. Banks are extremely implemented artificial intelligence and machine learning to offer just-in-time personalized services to their customers. Chatbots. A voice-based interactions are becoming more popular with consumer bank will that offering an increasingly large number of services on a voice interface. Financial chatbots are saving over 4 minutes per transactions. Zero trust security model in banking. Conventional IT models are getting outdated, making banks prone to cyber fraud. Wearables technology in banking. Wearables can also benefit financial institutions through increased security. Many of these devices use biometric security in the form of fingerprints or other irreproducible physical signatures. Last question, types of bank advances. ಇದು ತುಂಬ ಈಸಿ ಕ್ವಶನ್ನು, ಆದರೆ ಇಂಡೈರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಅಡ್ವಾನ್ಸಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಲೋನ್ಸ್. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಪರ್ಸ್ನಲ್ ಲೋನ್ಸ್, ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಲೋನ್ಸ್, ಹೋಮ್ ಲೋನ್ಸ್, ಕಾರ್ ಲೋನ್ಸ್, ಟೂ-ವೀಲರ್ ಲೋನ್ಸ್, ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಲೋನ್ಸ್, ಪೇಡೇ ಲೋನ್ಸ್, ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಅಡ್ವಾನ್ಸಸ್, ಹೋಮ್ ರಿನೋವೇಷನ್ ಲೋನ್ಸ್, ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಲೋನ್ಸ್, ಗೋಲ್ಡ್ ಲೋನ್ಸ್, ಲೋನ್ ಅಗೇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಕಾರ್ಡ್, ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್ ಲೋನ್, ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರ್ ಡ್ಯೂರಬಲ್ ಲೋನ್ಸ್.